that I may have had like a lag spike or some sort of spike. It signed me out of Xbox Live, so I have, just in case, turned off Swift Joe, who he was spectating before the stream did go down. He did get a 14.3, and we got some exclusive content here in the pit lane. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at the... Oh, it's turned me off. That's unfortunate. I was hoping to look at their data there. But no. Very sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. So I have turned off my Wi-Fi. I have turned off my Wi-Fi on the phone just in case if that was the cause of it. So then I'm not watching the... unfortunately, I can't see the comments now or watch the stream back. So hopefully it's not lagging anymore and it doesn't do that lag spike. Like I said, it just kind of signed me out of Xbox Live weirdly. But it should be fine now. Everything should be fine. Let's hope it is. I think after Q3, I'll load up my phone again and look at the stream to see if it's going okay. Unfortunately, Musical Rocket has invalidated, but I'm pretty sure he'll have enough. He'll have enough fuel to do another lap, as it's 1 minute to go for qualifying 3. We've also got Quaker Rose, who is trying to defend from RSF1 signs to defend, obviously, that provisional pole for the race. Let's see what these guys can do. We've obviously got Eyes the Best also on an outlap to see if he can be better than P9. We know that he's got the pace in Q1 and in Q2 he was P3, so let's see what he can do. We've also got Camo, who is going to be 4th right now. He got overtaken by Swift Joe in the Ferrari, so let's see if he can get that P3 back or even better. RSF1 signs, he's done it. He's got provisional pole so far. With a 114.1, that's going to be 6 thousandths in front of Quaker Rose in the Alpha Tauri. Let's see what Quaker Rose can do. Can he respond with something quicker with only 10 seconds to go? It doesn't look like it. That is very unfortunate. Oh, no, wait a minute. I believe he turned down his hot lap, but then turned it back up for the corner. Obviously, I know in last year's game with the 5 different modes, you would put it into high, then back into hot lap, then put it into overtake on straights. Obviously, this year it's just a click of a button, and it's either, well, it's not even a click of a button. It's either hot lap or just none. Obviously, in the race, it's medium or overtake. There's nothing really else. So there's only 2 modes for qualifying, and then there's only 2 modes for the race. Which is totally different from last year's game. So let's see what these guys can do. We've got Camo, who's going to be coming up to the finish line. That's going to be an invalidation. That's unfortunate. So Camo will be starting 4th, which is not too bad. I'm pretty sure he'll be happy with that. Let's see what Eyes the Best can do. He's going to be coming up to the line. He's invalidated, so he's going to be starting 9th. That's very unfortunate for him. Stretch is going to be coming into the pit lane, so he's given up, which is perfectly fine. We've got Toxic. Let's see what Toxic can do. Can he go any higher? Yes, he can. He's taken Braver Container in 7th. Let's see what... no, that is perfectly fine. Quake Rose cannot improve either. We've got Swift Joe, who goes fastest. Oh, Joe's taken provisional pole off signs there. That's absolutely amazing. With 3/10 quicker. 3/10 quicker than P2. Absolutely amazing there by the Ferrari. Beautiful scenes. Absolutely amazing there. So, as it's going to be the interval and all that good jazz, I'm going to check the stream to see if it's okay. So, a rundown. So, top 3 is going to be Swift Joey in a Ferrari with a 113.8. In second, RSF1 signs in a Red Bull with a 114.1. In third, is going to be Quaker Rose in the AlphaTauri in a 114.1. As well as, which is both of them 3/10 off the leader. Then we've got 4th Camo in the Racing Point with a 114.4, 5/10 off the leader. In 5th, Musical Rocket in the Williams with a 114.4 with 5/10 off the leader. 6th, RSF1 Stretch in the Mercedes with a 114.5, 5/10 off the leader. 7th, Toxic MW in the Renault with a 114.4, 5/10 off the leader, nearly 6/10. Braver Container in 8th in the Haas with a 114.5 with 7/10 off the leader. In 9th, Eyes the Best, and in 10th, RSF1 Millsy. Is the stream okay now, guys? I've got the chat open. It looks to be fine on my screen, but let's see what it's like on yours. It would get it, Joey. There we go. Forza Ferrari. I know that Button is also Ferrari in the league that in the tier that I'm in. So, Button will most likely be happy with that one. It looks like it. Stream good. Thank you very much, Budden. There we go. Now I've obviously just taken a drink there. I'm sorry if you can hear that. But we're just waiting for the races. Obviously, everyone to ready up now. Obviously, everyone's going to be sorting out their strategies, their fuel load, maybe a few, like more aero, like more downforce, whether that's on the front wing, rear wing. We'll see what these guys will do. So as we are, if you're wondering why there was a big pause, I was vaping again, so I'm very sorry about that. So as we are waiting for everyone to ready up, everyone in the chat, I asked you, what do you think of the Alpine / Alpine and also the Aston Martin? Technically, the new Racing Point, it's been taken over by Aston Martin, but it's still got the BWT. What do you think? Of these guys then. Obviously, Fernando Alonso's back in the Alpine, which is basically the Renault. And then obviously Vettel now in the Aston Martin. What do you all think of that? Are you all just level-headed about it, not too bothered about it, or have we got some actual controversial kind of people in the chat today, like who kind of like to talk about that kind of stuff? Doesn't seem like it. Not getting any messages in the chat. It's unfortunate. Not too bad. We've got 11 viewers. Obviously, we had around about 13. So hopefully those, those two other people. Well, we had about 15, I believe, before. So hopefully everyone can come back. Whether that's race engineers, whether that's visitors, new people, old people, drivers also, listening in. Hope that everything's okay. Sorry about the stream going down. Like I said, it signed me out of Xbox Live for some reason. Big wait here. Everyone seems to... There we go. As the best has readied up, and I believe he is the lobby host. If you did not know, guys, obviously the lobby host can only ready up before the race. If anyone else does, then they get a penalty towards their name. All right, so the session starts. The session is about to start, which is perfectly fine. We're going to be going through the formation. So let's get everything ready before we go through. So in 17th place, unfortunately, we've got the Racing Point of Cooper Benz. We've then got in 16th place Spooky of the McLaren. In 15th place, we've got the AlphaTauri of LR Blazer Guns. 14th place, we've got Eagle in the Mercedes, Eagle 78X. In 13th place, we've got RL Gasly in the other McLaren. In 12th place, we've got Quirky Turtle, who just missed out in going through into Q3. This is unfortunate. He's in the Haas. In 11th place, we've got Koala in the Williams, also just missing out and got taken out of Q2 instead of, and unfortunately missing also going into Q3. He's going to be on the hard compound tyres as well. I should actually have that up, shouldn't I? There we go. In 10th place, we've got RSF1 Millsy on the medium compounds. He's going to be in the Alfa Romeo. In 9th place, we've got Eyes the Best of the Red Bull on mediums as well. In 8th place, we've got Braver Container in the Haas on mediums. Toxic MW in the Renault on mediums. RSF1 Stretch in the other Mercedes, the superior of the Mercedes, at least in this race today, is going to be on mediums. In the other Williams, the most superior Williams in this race also, in 5th, It's going to be Musical Rocket 73 on mediums. In 4th place, we've got the Racing Point of Camo 432 on the mediums. Thankfully, 1 Racing Point's hopefully going to be doing well in this race. Let's hope that Cooper Benz will get positions within the race. In 3rd place, we've got Quaker Oats just missing out on the provisional pole in the AlphaTauri on mediums. We've got RSF1 Signs, who was 6 thousandths in front of Quaker Oats in the Red Bull on mediums. Then we got Swift Joey in the Ferrari on mediums, who took provisional pole 3/10 clear of Signs. We've then got the predicted strategy, which is mediums to hards, lap 15 to 21, and then we got 2-stop medium softs. Up the Cooper Benz, Craig FK. Yeah, let's hope he does well. Obviously I race for Racing Point myself, so I hope that they do very good today. All right, it's gonna start. I'm trying to get a good thingy here, but apparently not. Oh, we've got a big hold up. Those tyres are going to be getting colder by the minute. There's 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and off they race. It's going to be a good start from Swift Joe, but also going to be a good start off Joey. It does look to be clean, but everyone is scattering. There's going to be a Red Bull trying to go up the inside. No slots around the Mercedes of, sorry, the Ferrari of, oh, it's going to be 3 wide for three, a stack of 3 in the top 5 here. But the person who has got away from all this is Swift Joe in the Ferrari. It looks absolutely amazing here. We've got Eyes the Best, who has made it up to, I think, 5th, if it has sorted itself out. I don't know if it has. We've got Cooper Benz. No, it hasn't. It really hasn't. We've got Cooper Benz, obviously, all the way back here, who has made up positions. Obviously, 17th, now 13th. We've got a nice little trail going on now. We've got a lot of people locking up into Sector 2. We've got Millsy, who just slid. We've got SSRL Gasly, who also did do a lock up there as well. But it does look like everything seems to be sorting out now. There we go, the predicted strategy again. So medium hard, 16 to 22 laps. Then we've got a 2-stop of medium soft medium, not medium soft, should I say. So it's changed the strategy there. It looks to be absolutely everything. This is a perfect thing there. Seems to be okay. Everyone nicely getting away. Obviously a big train. 2 people are coming into the pits of Eyes the Best, unfortunately, and also LR Blazer Guns. And also Braver Container. So what is happened here? Damage for Eyes the Best. Damage for Blazer Guns. Is that going to be... Oh, is that going to be damage for Braver Container as well? Yes, it is. Who's going to be coming out on top? It's going to be Eyes the Best, who's going to be coming out first. Then Blazer Guns, then Braver Container. Pretty much how they came in. That's perfectly fine. Should be all good for those guys. Everyone just seems to be gapping each other now. It's looking like a nice flow. Obviously, this track is very tight, so it's just a big train, and it's hard to overtake here. Let's see what these guys can do. It's looking good though. Obviously RSF1 Signs not looking too good in 10th place. Obviously he started 2nd, 3rd even, and he's all the way back in 10th place. He did not get a good start today. We've obviously got 35 laps of the Hungary ring. Let's see what these guys can do in 35 laps. Sorry for the big pause there and the silence, but I was taking a vape and everything like that, and taking a drink, so I'm very sorry about that. Obviously, if I had a co-commentator, they could fill up that void, but I've got to try and do my best here. We've got Eagle, less than 3/10 coming on to 3/10, just behind Cooper Benz. Cooper Benz has got a really good start from 17th now into 12th place. So I'm guessing Craig, who set up the Cooper Benz, will be happy with that. Hopefully he can get more positions today while the race does go on. Let's see what else people are going to be doing. There's a big gap Nearly 1 second between RSF1 Stretch and Toxic. Toxic is going to be 6/10 behind Camo. Camo is going to be 5/10 behind Quaker Oats. Quaker Oats is going to be 5/10 behind Musical Rocket, and then Musical Rocket 5/10 behind Swift Joey. Swift Joey obviously had a really good getaway on lap 1 and also lap 2, but it looks like they've caught up to him. That is very unfortunate. Obviously, Swift Joe probably taking it nice and easy. He knows that it's very hard to overtake here. Obviously, if anyone's going to be like Daniel Ricciardo back in 2018, maybe 2017, obviously overtaking everyone here in turn 1. We've got Blazer Guns, unfortunately, getting a 3-second time penalty already. That's going to be very unfortunate for him. We've got Toxic MW getting on the back end of Camo here. Let's see what he can do. Unfortunately, he is still a little bit pretty far behind. We've also got Quaker Oats less than 5/10 behind Musical Rockets. This is looking all good today. It's going to be looking good. We've got Cooper Benz less than 4/10, Neron less than 3/10 behind Quirky Turtle in the Haas. He's looking hungry. He's looking like he wants to get those positions. Obviously, Cooper Benz obviously started on these hards as well as Quirky Turtles. Also, Quirky Turtles does get a 3-second time penalty. That's not going to be good for him, as Cooper Benz is going to keep on pressurizing him. So that's going to be good for Cooper Benz there. Got SSRL Gasly only less than 9/10. Obviously, it was less than 8/10 before. Who locked up there? I think that was Stretch who locked up into that corner. It's very unfortunate for him, losing a little bit of time. We've got Quirky Turtle on the start-finish straight behind Musical Rocket. Let's see what he can do. He's got the DRS open. He's not in overtake or anything like that. He's taking it nice and slow, not going up on the inside into turn 1. That's very unfortunate, but he's got DRS again for turn 2. Also coming up to turn 3 now, which is going downhill. Let's see what he can do. Not making too much of it. We've got a yellow flag. That's going to be the... What is that? Is that that's Blazer Guns. That's very unfortunate there for Blazer Guns. Maybe too much of the curb. We've got Braver Container somehow all the way in last place. I don't know how that's happened. We've got Blazer Guns, who has once again already gone off. Is there any damage on that wing? Let's have a look here. There might be. No, it's not. He's kept it out of the barriers and he's kept it out of damage. Well done there for Blazer Guns, but not too good. The fact that he keeps on spinning it. We've got Spooky now with 3 seconds time penalty as well. Let's see what else could happen today. We've got... He's staying within that 5/10 range between the top 5 here. That's not very good for these guys. They want to maybe get a move on and get those positions, but obviously for podium is better than nothing, to be honest. We've got Signs obviously trying to make moves, trying to get a better. Oh, we got Blazer Guns unfortunately DNFing. Was that? Yeah, that's in the pits. He's had enough. That's unfortunate. It's 35 laps. We're only on lap 6. Blazer Guns, you could get back into it, mate. Don't give up so easily, but obviously, hopefully, you can learn. We've got RSF1 Signs going up on the inside of Koala V6 here in the Williams. Is it? Oh, the side-by-side. Koala gets a better exit. We're going down into turn 3. Signs goes for the switchback. He doesn't really get it too much. He had DRS. But no, obviously, as we can see, we've got the yellow indicator. That means Signs did underfuel his car for this race, maybe to, get the lighter weight of the car so he can have a faster car, but it's not looking too good for him at the minute. He's tried to overtake Koala, but it didn't really work out for him. That's very unfortunate. We've also got Camo, who's less than 3/10, well, nearly under 3/10 away from Quaker Oats in the AlphaTauri. Unfortunately, he doesn't make anything of it. It's now 5/10. It's very unfortunate for him. We've got RSF1 Signs again, less than 3/10, now near on less than 3/10. Let's see what he can do. No one else is closer on track, but Signs is really wishing to get behind Koala. Somehow Koala is obviously... Oh no, Koala! Oh, Koala's lagging like hell, unless if that's just me because of my connection, but hopefully not. The stream seems to be okay, so maybe that's a Koala thing. Let's hope that Signs doesn't get affected by that. Signs has obviously got the DRS. Koala gets out of the slipstream, but then gives the slipstream right back to Signs here. Signs. And then he's going up on the inside again. Let's hope that does Koala get the better exit like he did on the previous lap. No, he doesn't. Signs does get the better exit and also has the DRS for turn 2 and 3. It's nicely done. Koala does lock up into turn 3 there, coming into turn 4. Not very good exit from Koala there. Signs does get the position of Koala. We've got Quirky Turtles in the Haas, obviously coming up behind of this battle between Signs and Koala. Absolutely amazing scenes by these guys. We've got Braver Container with a 3-second time penalty, and he spun it, no damage. That's very fortunate for him, but what is he doing? He stopped it. What is it? Is it a mechanical failure, suspension failure? What's going on? No, it seems to be fine. He's got the car starting again. He's letting everyone past. What a good sport that is. Oh, my batteries are low apparently. Hopefully that doesn't go off anytime soon. It probably will. If I go quiet, then it should be fine. You'll know what happened. You'll know you know the reason of it. Let's see what Quaker Rose can do now. He's less than 3/10 away from Musical Rocket. This is the position for second. We're going to be on board with him. Let's see what he is. Will he do what Signs can do into turn 1? No, he doesn't. He thinks better off of it due to the fact that Musical Rocket is so close to Swift Joe. If he went up on the inside, that means there would have been a really big crash. Let's see what he could do. He's got DRS for turn 3 and turn 3. He's too far back to do anything into turn 3, but what can he do? Braver Container has retired. That is in the pits as well. Braver Container, I'm going to say the same thing what I said to to Blazer Guns. Why? Why so early? You're in lap 8. There's 35 laps. There's no need. You could get, you could crawl back from it. We've got Cooper Benz, who's less than 3/10 also behind Quirky Turtle. Let's see what he can do. Obviously, this is not the kind of place to overtake, but let's see what he can do. Obviously, these guys are on the same kind of strategy here, starting on the hards. Let's see what they can do, though. Most likely won't be able to do anything up until now, but we've got Eyes the Best, who has taken Spooky. Unfortunately, I did not see that overtake. I wish I could have. But they're so far behind, 25 seconds behind the 25 seconds behind the driver in front, which is in 13th place, which is Eagle, and that would mean, bear with me, Eyes the Best is 34 seconds and counting behind the leader, which is not good by him. We got Signs as well. Oh, we got Quirky Turtle, who's taken over Koala. He's going around the outside. Oh, sorry, no. Koala has overtaken Quirky Turtles on the inside. Let's see what... Quirky Turtles going around the outside into turn 3. We're getting squeezed. We're getting a little bit of, like pod touching. But he's perfectly fine. Koala does keep the 10th position. And Quirky Turtle has to settle for P11. We got Cooper Benz obviously just behind him as well. This is a four-way battle for P10. Absolutely amazing scenes by these guys. We've got obviously Musical Rocket less than 3/10 behind Swift Joe, who is the race leader in the Ferrari. We've then got Camo, who's less than 4/10 behind Quaker Oats. For position 3, I'm yawning, excuse me. Oh. It's a very interesting battle. We're just going on to lap 10 now. That means we've got 25 laps of the Hungary ring. Absolutely amazing. We've got Quirky Turtle going around the outside into turn 1 of Koala, and he has kept it. Does Koala come back into turn 5? No, he doesn't. Will he get him into turn 6? You can either go up on the inside or go around the outside. Let's see what Koala can do. No, he backs out of it, but he he gets a better exit than Quirky Turtles. We get Camo, who's got another he's got a 3-second time penalty. That's unfortunate for Camo in P4. Koala has locked up into turn 8, maybe 9, 10. I've lost count here. Obviously, this is inviting Cooper Benz into the fight with Koala and Quirky Turtles. Oh, this is going to be interesting with the different kind of strategies here. All the way from P1 to P9, they're still on medium compounds, while P10 and 12 are on hards, where they started off. And then you've got Eyes the Best, who has pitted due to the fact that he had damage early on in in the race now on hards. And then we've got Spooky, who started on the hards, but is still in 15th place, unfortunately. Then you've got obviously Eagle, who also who also started on the mediums, so he is the lowest of the mediums, which is unfortunate and hasn't had the best run. We've got Swift Joe with 3-second time penalty. That's not good for the race leader. And we've also got Quaker Oats, who's in P3 with 3-second time penalties. So Musical Rocket with no penalties is looking really good here if he can keep this position. Obviously, Camo and Quaker Oats are now fighting for positions due to the fact that they both have 3-second time penalties. RSF1 stretch going up on the inside of Toxic here. Toxic trying to hold it out on the outside. He's got the inside for the next turn. Let's see what he can do. He holds it. Obviously, Stretch had a little bit of a wobble there coming into this turn, but Toxic cubes P5 while Stretch has to settle for P6. But Toxic does come into the pits this lap. He is going for the massive undercut. Seems to be. Let's see where Toxic does come out. I am nodding a lot. Oh, excuse me. Let's see what the Renault, well, let's see where the Renault does come out. He does come out on the hards. Obviously, the predicted strategy was the medium hards, but it did say lap 12 to 15, so technically he has done the undercut due to the fact that no one else has pitted. And he has come out at lap 13. Let's hope he can have the pace to make sure that undercut does work. Absolutely amazing race here today at the Hungary ring. In 3 laps, there will only be 20 laps more to go. Absolutely amazing. Quaker Oats only less than 3/10 now away from Musical Rocket. Let's see what he can do. Quaker Oats has been chasing Musical Rocket for 13 laps now. Let's see if he can finally get him. Musical Rockets obviously goes around the defends on the inside, which is a lot better, so Quaker Oats has to go around the outside. They touch. Quaker Oats goes a little bit sideways but is able to keep it. Very nice defending there from Musical Rocket in second. Beautiful scenes here. Koala still in 9th place. Quaker Oats is hungry for that second position, trying to take it from Musical, but I'm pretty sure these guys are now going to pit. A lot of people have pitted behind them. No, they stay out. No, Musical Rockets does pit. So that means Quaker Oats finally gets P2. I'm probably thinking he wishes he would rather get it like on track than getting it due to the fact that, you know, Musical Rocket enters the pits. But let's see what Musical Rockets does. Will he go onto the hards? He very much does go onto the hards. Let's see where he comes out of the pits. We've got RSF1 Stretch also into the pits now. It does look like that Musical Rockets will be coming out into P9 due to the fact of the big gap between Toxic. Toxic does not make... Oh, okay, what's going on here today? So Toxic and Camo do make contact, which is very unfortunate. So Toxic has the inside, so Camo has to go around the outside. Toxic is squeezing it, but then Camo has the inside. It does it all the touching side pods here and touching wheels. This is not good. Camo has the straight line speed and Toxic, I believe, backs off here. Toxic has not made this undercut work whatsoever, though, which is very unfortunate. At least on some of the drivers. Let's hope he can make the undercut work for the leaders. Okay, here we go. Swift Joe has finally pit. Does Toxic respond? Yes, he does. Does also Gasly? Yes, they do. So the top three do pit. RSF1 Signs does stay out. He is going for the overcut here. Let's see where Swift Joe does come out. Obviously, he was the race leader. He's been the race leader for 14 laps now. Let's see where he comes out. It does look like he's going to be coming into P5. It's very unfortunate. Toxic does not make the undercut work whatsoever. That is very unfortunate for Toxic. So unfortunate for Toxic MW there in the Renault. All that traffic and all that fighting after trying the undercut, it's not worked out for him. It's held him up. Will RSF1 Signs pit this lap, or will he carry on until lap 15? Which is now, actually. Never mind. Obviously, we saw in the predicted strategy that lap 15 was the initial pit. And Sainz does follow the initial predicted strategy. Let's see where Sainz comes out after pitting. Will he be coming out after Swift Joe? Will he be coming out before Swift Joe? Quirky Turtle's passed him. Cooper Benz have passed him. Koala has passed him. Swift Joe is coming. It's going to be tight. No, it's not going to be tight whatsoever. He's going to be passed. That means RSF1 Signs has come out all the way into P12. That's not going to be good for Signs whatsoever. The semi-undercut. Obviously, the undercut of Toxic was massively undercut. Did not work out for him as much as he wished to have. The undercut of Swift Joe, Musical Rocket, and the undercut of Swift Joe, Musical Rocket, and Quaker, and also Camo has worked to perfection. And then obviously the predictor strategy, the one that Sainz has followed, the one that has been told to give to him, that has now cost him. So obviously when Quirky Turtle, Cooper Benz and Koala obviously pit, once again Swift Joe will take leads, Musical Rocket once again will be second, and Quaker Oats obviously once again will be third, and Camo will be fourth, while Toxic will be fifth. Camo there with a 118. 118 something, let's have a look, let me just make sure. A 118.6, which is the fastest lap. Let's have a look here, we've got Toxic overtaking Stretch into turn 3, should I say, into turn 3, locking up. Very unfortunate there for Stretch. After everyone is pitted now, it's all looking gappy. There's no particular people that we should be looking at. It's just nice and just mellow now until some, maybe a late crash, maybe, or even like a really ballsy overtake. Obviously, like I say, the overtaking place is turn 1 and turn 2, possibly turn 3 if you get that kind of lining right. But anything else around this track is very hard to overtake. It's just nice and mellow now. What kind of predictions are we looking, guys? So obviously Swift Joe is obviously fourth now, but the hard compound tyre runners in P1, 2 and 3 will be needing to pit. So Swift Joe will be taking first again. Musical Rocket will be second and Quaker Oats will be third. Do you think that they will be able to keep this and keep those positions. We've only got in 2 laps. We'll only have 15 laps left. What are you all thinking? Comment in the chat. What are you all thinking? What are the strategy? What are the predictions? Camo has obviously got another 3 seconds there, going too wide. That's very unfortunate for Camo. Like I say, Musical Rocket still not got any kind of penalties whatsoever. He's looking gold. He is looking gold to win this if he keeps with Swift Joe. Come on, guys, let me hear your predictions. Who is Gunshi? We've got Toxic in 7th. Obviously, he'll move up to 5th once Quaker Turtles and Koala do pit. Come on, guys, I want to hear predictions. There's 11 viewers. Come on, guys, let me hear your predictions, even if it's engineers. I want to hear those predictions, guys. Come on. You can have biased opinions if you wish, even if they're 14th, 12th. For you guys who like a can opening, there you go. Oh, so nice. That's not alcohol, by the way. It's only Coca-Cola. Drink responsibly if you know, just in case. Because I might actually drink later. I don't know. But even so, if you are going to drink, please drink responsibly and also be of age. If it's in your own household and you've got parents' permission, then drink at any age that you wish. There we go, McCracken, thank you very much. First camo, second camo, third camo. Absolutely amazing predictions, love it. Thank you very much, McCracken, for those predictions. Eastern, Blazer will win, nice one, I like that, very good. Blazer. Am I not looking right? I don't see a Blazer. Oh, he's DNF, that's why. Easton, you... Jesus. Yeah, unfortunately, Camo has got 3 seconds worth of penalties. But, oh, Musical Rocket, no, he's got a 3-second penalty now. That means that he's have to fight him for position. That's very unfortunate. Once again, guys, listen to the Nightbot. Even if you just want to look at the standings, please click the link, look at the standings, look at the overall constructors. If you actually want to sign up and start racing or even being a commentator like me as well as being a racer, click the link, sign up with our website, and then you'll get an invite link to also the Discord. Yeah, so like I said, guys, everything in this race is nice and mellow now. Nothing really much happening. There's obviously, you've got your nice little bunched up here, you know, from P5 to P4. Then you've got your bunched up guys here from P9. Oh, okay, here we go. So Cooper Benz has just made a move on RSF1 signs. Obviously, he's not going to be very thrilled with himself, the fact that he's now in P10. Cooper Benz all the way from P17 to P9. Go on, Cooper Benz. Let's have a look. Snow in 5 minutes. No, yeah. Oh, can you imagine? Can you actually imagine a race with snow or ice. And we thought rain was bad. Can you imagine snow and ice? Jeez. Tornado in 5 minutes, says Jeff. Most likely, most likely. Oh, wait a minute. What's happened here? Swift Joe's bottled it. He's bottled it. Too much curb on the exit. Too much curb. That's very unfortunate for Swift Joe. He's been leading this race for 22 laps. That's so unfortunate. Now he's back down in P6. Musical Rocket is now in P1. That is so unfortunate for Swift Joe there. It's unbelievable scenes. As Arava would say it, biblical scenes. Got a nice little battle here in the mid pack, and then obviously you've got this like battle between P1 and P3. We got Koala overtaking. Oh, that looked like it was 3 wide here. We got Quake Turtle on the outside of Eagle, and then he's going. Oh, if he went any faster, he would have gone into Koala there. Let's see what's going on here. Let's be on board with Eagle. So Eagle nicely tucks into Quake Turtle, and then Quake Turtle does make the move on Eagle, which is perfectly fine. Let's see if he can now get Koala. Koala has been defending P10 with his life. Absolutely amazing for Koala there, if he can get that just that solid point. Let's see who has the fastest lap. It's going to be Cooper Benz. Absolutely amazing for Cooper Benz. P7 now. This is absolutely amazing, and he's going to have the fastest lap. I'll tell you what, if the game does not give him driver of the day, then that is rigged. And I would personally, no bias just because he's in the racing point, but he started from P17 and now he's in P7. That's 10 positions. That is absolutely amazing. For me, he's got the driver of the day. But obviously this will go down, obviously this will go to Twitter. If no one has Twitter, then that's perfectly fine. You don't even need to have Twitter. Oh, wait a minute, what's going on here? We got Quake Turtle going past Musical Rocket here. This is absolutely amazing. Quake Turtle has the inside for turn 3. Musical Rocket obviously hoping to get the switch back. He doesn't. Musical Rocket does end up in P2 again. This is going to be absolutely annoying for Musical Rocket. He's been stuck behind Swift Joey for 22 laps. He finally gets P1, and now he loses P1 to Quaker Oats, and now Quaker Oats takes the lead of the race. Absolutely amazing. I'll tell you what, Easton, if Cooper Benz actually pulls it off somehow, that would absolutely be amazing. Rain in 10 minutes? Yeah, most likely. You never know with this game. Rain can just come like that. It honestly can. It could be clear as day in the sky. But no, that doesn't stop F1 2020. How are you all feeling towards F1 2021, by the way? If no one has seen the cover, of F1 2021, it already looks like a FIFA cover. But the things that they've said that the game will hold in the announcement, it doesn't seem too bad. And it does look like they've added a lot of new features. There's obviously your braking point, which is co-op, I believe, campaign. Then there's your My Team campaign, and then there's your Drivers campaign. So you've got like 3 different campaigns. Dead game. Do you think, Easton? Do you think it will be? Do you think it will be an absolute dead game? So you're not going to pre-order the deluxe or pre-order the original? You are going to. Which one, the deluxe or the just the original? The deluxe is 80 or 75, I think, and then your original 60. You're not going to. Okay. I don't know. I'm tempted. I'm tempted to pre-order due to the fact that I'm scared due to the fact that EA's took over. but it's still a Codemaster game. In the trailer, at the very bottom right, it still says Codemaster, and then next to it, it does say EA. So I'm very conflicted because I'm so scared that I want to pre-order to see what it's like. Because if I leave it long to where, sorry, 1 second, I've got an itch. If I leave it long enough where the actual game comes out, then I'm gonna be, I don't know, do I play it safe and look at YouTube videos for the pre-orders, or do I actually buy the game and pre-order it for then me firsthand actually seeing what it's about? What does everyone else think? Button, what do you think of the 2021 game? McCracken, what do you think? Only 9 laps to go now, guys. Get mum to bring me a copy, right? Well, my mum, you want my mum to give you a copy? It's gonna be, I'm gonna pay for it. I'm not gonna let my mum pay for it. Camo's looking forward to it. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Musical Rocket right on the gearbox of Quaker Oats right here. What's going on here? Quaker Oats really putting it to the test. I mean, Gasly's taken the fastest lap off Cooper Benz there. He's done a 1:16.5, not too bad. Koala's done another 3-second time penalty. Can we see Pens? You personally can, my friend. I'll happily do that just for you, Button. There you go. So Quaker Oats with the 6-second penalties. Musical Rocket, 3 seconds. So as it looks and as it stands, Musical Rocket will actually win this race. Toxic MW not having any penalties whatsoever, so it looks like he may be taking second. In P4, Stretch has 3 seconds. Swift Joe in P5 with 3 seconds. Cooper Benz in 6 with 3 seconds. RSF1 Millsy with no penalties. Koala, VG in 9th with 6 seconds. RSF1 Signs with no penalties. Quirker Turtle in 10th with 6 seconds. Eagle with no penalties in P11. P12, Gasly with 3 seconds. And I's the best in 13 with no penalties. And I should have it on interval, not leader. There you go. So, Musical Rocket, unknown if he obviously is really charging to get the P1 on road here and on track. He's on the gearbox of Quaker Oats. So, does this mean... Who's upset, Easton? Who's upset? So, does this mean that Musical Rocket doesn't know that he's technically 3 seconds in front due to penalties and doesn't realise this and that's why he's pushing? Or does he just wish to... feel accomplished by taking him over on track? Why is Camo upset? Oh, because he's DNF'd. Let's see what Musical Rocket can do. He's got 80% ERS and Quaker Oats has only got 20 and he's going around the inside already. He's close. Quaker Oats is trying to switch back here. He's gone on the inside and he doesn't have enough straight line speed or gets a good enough exit. Obviously, Musical Rocket had the DRS, which helped him out there, and Musical Rockets does get first place, and that is solid. That is solid for Musical Rockets due to the fact that technically he's 3 seconds in front of Quaker Oats now. Absolutely amazing. Let's have a look at the penalties just again. Let's see if there's any more. Swift Joe actually does get another 3 seconds there, which is very unfortunate. So there you go, guys. Any kind of technicians, any kind of engineers that are wishing to know about the penalty situation? That is the penalty situation on screen there for you. We got 6 laps to go. Yeah, it's very unfortunate, Camo, but don't ever give up, matey. You don't ever find your breaking point, but for next year. But yeah, always push on through, always get back up and fighting, matey. He's just bad, to be fair. Hey, Camo, if you listen to this, Easton's popping shots. Oh, we got a yellow flag. What's that yellow flag at? That's a, oh, sugar. I think that's a quirky turtle. That is a quirky turtle. It's very unfortunate there for quirky turtle. Koala up in P8. He's gonna be happy with himself. He's been defending P10 for 30 laps now. He's now up into P8. Absolutely amazing for him. We've got Koala actually only 2 tenths behind RSF1 Millsy here, and he's on fresh mediums of only 9 old laps of mediums, while RSF1 Millsy is on 16 old laps of hards. So will Koala, statistically, Koala should be able to get Millsy on this straight. Let's see if he does. Let's go on board with him. He's got 10% of VRS, and Millsy is technically nearly the same. He's got the DRS. Millsy defends on the inside. Koala tries to go on the outside. He goes and tries to do the switchback, but Millsy pure defends his position. He gets around the outside though, but Millsy's got the inside. Will it happen? Will he be able to do it? He looks like it. No, Millsy cuts him off. He's a bit of air side pod touching, and Koala does get the position as Millsy gives him the gives him the space. Quirky Turtle says, I give up and I'm going to retire from the race with only 4 laps to go. Unfortunately, that's for Quirky Turtle. I get that. Technically, you can't bring that back. See, if you can't bring it back, then that's when you give up. With Braver and Blazer Guns, they should not have given up so quickly. That's unfortunate there for Quirky Turtle. I'm very sorry about that, matey. Hopefully next week you can get a better race. We've got signs in P9. Oh, whoa, what's going on here? What's going on? What's happened? A late minute safety car. What's happened? What's happened to the... That's unfortunate, Swift Joey. That's very unfortunate for Swift Joey. This brings everyone back into contention. What's going on? There's only 4 laps left. 3 laps left, even. What's going on? This is amazing to see. It's a safety car. 3 laps left, a safety car. This ain't right. A safety car stays out for 3 laps. What's going on? Is this going to be a 2-lap safety car? This is going to be a 2-lap safety car, and it's all going to be for position on the last lap. This is absolutely amazing. And the penalty situation. Here you go for the penalty, guys. The penalty situation. Musical Rocket, 3 seconds in first place. Quakeros in second with 6 seconds. Quakeros in second place with 6 seconds penalties. Toxic MW with no penalties. This could be absolutely amazing. Toxic MW could win this race due to the fact of this late safety car. RSF1 Stretch in 4th with 3 seconds penalties. Cooper Benz in 5th with 3 seconds. Koala in 6th with 6 seconds. RSF1 Millsy with none. RSF1 Signs in 8th with none. Eagle in 9th with none. SSRL Gasly with 3 seconds. And Eyes the Best with none. This is absolutely amazing. This is only going to be a 2-lap safety car. It can't go for 3 laps. The safety car should come in on lap 34, which is going to be the next lap. And it's all for the last lap. This could be a photo finish. This is amazing scenes. This is unfortunate for Swift Joey. Swift Joey could have won this race, but the fact that he lost it on lap 22, that is so unfortunate for him. I'm going to do a personal interview with him like later on this week to see what he feels about that. That is very unfortunate. That is so unfortunate for Swift Joey. He lost his car on lap 22, went all the way back down to P6 and P6, P7, and then on lap 31, he's lost his car and terminal damage. That is so unfortunate for Swift Joey. Effing chat for Swift Joey, boys. Come on, let's be sportsmanship. Effing chat. Last lap rain? No, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me, boy. Can you imagine a late safety car and then rain? Oh no, your wheel disconnected, Joey. No. All right, safety car coming. Safety car coming in. Safety car is coming in this lap. We're getting back to racing. Let's see what happens here. Musical Rocket's got a 7/10 gap. Oh, we've got Eagle taking over. We've got Eagle taking over. Signs there. Obviously, Eagle right now, no penalties on fresh and softs. He could be absolutely amazing here. He could get a lot of positions from what he would have got. He could get more points than what he would have got if there was no safety car. Oh, Koala, be careful! Don't want to get onto the curb too much there. We've got Toxic MW going on the inside of Quaker Roast there. That's absolutely amazing. Toxic MW with 21 lap hard is taking over Quaker Roast on only 18 lap hard. Absolutely amazing there for Toxic. Unfortunately, Toxic has now got a 3-second penalty. That is very unfortunate there for Toxic. Let's see. Quaker Roast has got 11 seconds worth of penalties. He won't even get on the podium now. That's so unfortunate. Toxic hasn't got 3 seconds, he's got 5. No! Toxic is in contention of getting second. Maybe 4 or 3rd, due to the fact that stretch is less than 3 seconds between all of these guys. This safety car has ruffled up so many places. Cooper Benz is in 5th! Cooper Benz is in 5th! And he's on the back end of stretch. Can Cooper Benz get a podium? Eagle could get at least 5th. Cooper Benz could get a podium. Stretch could get a podium. Toxic could get 3rd or 4th even, due to the fact that Stretch and Cooper Benz are closing in the gap. Unfortunately, Toxic has... Let's have a look here. Alright, okay, let's have a look. So we've got penalties on board. Let's have a look here. So we're coming around the final sector. We've got Musical Rocket in first place with 3 seconds. He is perfectly fine. He will keep his first place. That's looking solid. So he's coming up to the line. He's going to be crossing it. Let's see what happens here. Musical Rocket, first place on the thing. Toxic MW is taken 3rd. He's taken 4th. Cooper Benz in 5th. RSF1 Eagles taken 2nd. Eagles taken 2nd. RSF1 Millsy in 3rd. Stretch in 4th. Toxic MW 5th. Cooper Benz in 6th. Signs in 7th. Koala in 8th. Quaker Turtles in 9th. SSLRL Gasly in 10th. What a race! Eagle got 2nd! Oh my god! Oh my god! What else? What else could happen? This is just raw gameplay and racing. Raw gameplay racing. I cannot believe that. Oh my. So, your top 5 musical rockets. I'm going to invite him. Musical Rockets first in the Williams. Second is Eagle. I'm going to invite him to the party as well. Eagle in second. Millsy in third in the Alfa Romeo. Absolutely amazing screenshot. We've got RSF1 Stretch in fourth. Toxic MW in fifth. Cooper Benz in sixth. RSF1 Signs in seventh. Koala VG in eighth. Quaker Roats in ninth. And to round out the top 10 is SSRL Gasly in the McLaren. Absolutely amazing race today. That late safety car. Absolutely amazing. For the people in the party, if you'd like to obviously click the box.
I'll just lick the stamp and sent it.
Yep, everyone in the party, if you'd like to include your audio by pressing the box if you haven't, just in case. Absolutely amazing. So if you don't know already, guys, Musical Rocket, as you just joined, make sure you include your audio for me.
Yes, sir.
No worries. And we'll get on with the interviews. If you haven't realised already, as you've just joined the party, I'm alone today.
Oh.
And there was a special guest, by the way, today.
God, nobody.
No, my mother.
Oh, yeah. Oh yes, I seen the stream. I was watching the stream when that happened. Will you breathe?
Will you breathe, please? Yes, my mother. My mother is a wonderful woman.
All mothers.
Well.
I think mine's better.
There's some horrid mothers around the world.
Mine's the best. Oh, true, yeah. But we won't get into that.
We won't get into that. We'll only get into the mothers that would get into commentary and tell me to breathe. At least she's looking out for her son.
Just get mothers to do comments weekly.
Well, yeah, like I'm using my lungs, like I'm using my oxygen. Pay me.
Yeah.
That'll be great, wouldn't it?
Or we
Right,
should
okay,
have like mums
perfect.
and dad racing.
Can you imagine? Yeah, like just those one-off like races.
Yeah.
Of an event of all. Well, technically, Button is already a father and a grandfather, so he counts already, right?
Yeah.
He's a great granddad.
I think everyone's a great granddad, aren't they?
I don't know yet.
But yeah, no.
Hello. Hold on, quiet.
Sorry about
Really
that.
quiet.
Sorry about that, boys. Sorry about that. My battery's died. But yes, either way. So we'll obviously go from as I'm alone, I'll be doing P3, P2, and P1. That's perfectly fine. So P3 is going to be, I can't remember actually who's P3. Millsy, I believe.
Yes.
And you are a Alfa Romeo.
Yes, I am.
Perfect. That's perfectly fine. So Millsy, an absolutely amazing race, a late safety car, and a lot of penalties to be obviously taken into account. How would you say your qualifying went to how you thought your racing went?
Well, I did better in qualifying than what I thought I was going to do, and I knew that I could make some place up. But if I'm being honest, this podium is very lucky. I looked into it with the safety car being so late, and with people having penalties. Before the safety car, they were well ahead of me, and their penalties wouldn't have affected me. But it is what it is. That's racing, I suppose. But it was a good race. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, but you've got to give yourself some credit for not getting any penalties, right? Or did you get one?
Nope, I got 2 warnings.
You got 2 warnings, so you got to give yourself some credit.
Yeah.
Like the others, they pushed to the limits and they, they took the fall for it for getting the penalties. So even if it was a late safety car, you can't really say it was luck. You've got to say, you know, in some cases you could say, yeah, I was lucky to get this podium, but then again, you kept it clean and you was consistent without getting the penalties.
Very true, I suppose.
So you got to give yourself some credit. Absolutely amazing. Was you ever worried? Like, obviously, I don't know. So what I'm going to ask you is, do you like the Hungary ring, or do you not prefer this track?
I love it.
Do you like it? Perfect. That's
Yeah,
absolutely
I love it.
amazing. So did you hope to maybe get higher within the race? Because you said that you preferred your qualifying. So did you prefer your race to go better without the without the safety car?
I'm slow in qualifying. I'm not a qualifying person. I'm always more of a race person. I always make positions up usually.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm just happy because I mean, all this season I've not done very well. I'm very off the pace. Best I'm getting is like
podium?
8th place. So this is my first podium this season.
Well done for your first podium. Absolutely amazing.
Very happy about that. So, other than that, you know, great race, and congratulations to Eagles and Musical Rocket for winning.
Perfect. And how do you feel about the next race, Singapore? I believe it's going to be.
It's another track I enjoy.
I'm
not saying I'm
love
fast.
Singapore myself. It's
There's
beautiful.
enjoying it and being fast, and I'm not fast there, but I enjoy it.
Yeah. And any kind of terms that you hate in Singapore, or do you just love the track altogether?
Well, the last two corners, you know, the one continuous swooping left, go over the finish line.
Yeah, you can invalidate a lot on that if you don't get the right
yeah,
landing.
it's a difficult corner because if you clip the inside too much, you can spin out. If you clip the outside curve too much, you can spin out. So
Yeah,
it's just one of those corners you just got to be careful on.
Definitely tricky. And the pit
Other than
lane,
that-
obviously, and the entry of the pit lane. For me, in my younger time, or at least my noob time, or amateur, I guess you could say, I always got put off by the pit line because I thought you would brake earlier, but it's actually further on, isn't it? Because that white line,
Yeah.
there's a striped white line where you think you have to brake there, but it's actually further along. So that catches me out. I don't know if obviously it caught you out at any point, but absolutely amazing. Well done on your first podium. And do you think that you'll get a podium in Singapore then, or a race win?
No.
No? Well, I hope to see you.
I'm very honest. I'm a very realistic person. I probably won't get another podium this season.
Well, I
If
hope
it's
that
a
you
safety
do.
car, you
might. No,
Maybe.
Keep clean, keep consistent.
I
And you
keep my
never know.
fingers crossed.
Yeah, exactly.
but
Always.
I'm very doubtful.
Keep optimistic. As much as you're a realistic person, keep optimistic at the same time. All right, perfect.
Thank you very much.
No worries. Right, second place, that's going to be Eagle, and that is going to be the Mercedes, I believe.
Yes.
Perfect.
Correct.
So, Eagle, out of nowhere, what was you? P5 when crossing the line? P5 or P4, but maybe even P6 crossing the line. Out of nowhere, you kept it clean, no penalties, and then you get second, taking it away from Toxic, taking it away from Quaker Oats in the AlphaTauri. So, how do you feel about that as well as your qualifying?
Qualifying was poor. I think I was on for a 15.6, 15.7, which would have got me through, but I spun it around turn 4 or 5, I think it was, which messed it up. So I didn't want to go on the softs because they're crap around here. So stuck with the mediums, got knocked out. Started 14th, I think it was.
I think so.
I know if I kept it clean, I'd be able to pick some people off at the end. I wasn't expecting that many, but yeah, the safety car helped. I want to thank Butt as well. He's like my biggest cheerleader. He's was letting me know what was going on with the other drivers and pins and stuff. So yeah, but the safety car, like Millsy, it's down to the safety car that I've got second. I knew the people in front had penalties, so as soon as that came out, I just happened to be right by the pits as well, so I jumped straight in, put new softs on.
Be careful with that button, he might hit on your mum. He tried to hit on mine earlier, so.
He's about the same age as my mum. So.
Well, yeah. I like, as much as Button tells me he's 60, I would never believe it. I'm in denial about it. He's not 60 in my eyes. So.
It's 62, isn't he? Not 60.
Yeah, I think he's like around, well, in the 60s. Yeah, I think 62, 63. I can never believe it. Even if he says it out of his own mouth, I'm not going to believe it. He sounds 40, 30, 40. You know, there's no way.
He's a great bloke, to be fair.
He's an absolutely amazing bloke. So, Singapore, how do you feel about that, my friend?
50-50. If it stays dry, I'll be alright. If it rains, I'm screwed.
Is that for like raining overall, like just about the rain, or just for Singapore?
Especially I hate the rain on any track, but especially on Singapore. I'll end
It's
up
not the
hitting
best.
every single wall. So yeah.
Last year,
It wa-
the rain didn't affect too much in the game, but this year they've really buffed it, haven't they? Like they've
Yeah.
made it so much worse. Like you can hardly see anything, and it's actually affecting the tires. With last year, you could see and you could actually stabilize, but with this year, it's totally different. But
Yeah.
yeah, is this your first podium as well?
No, I won at Monaco, which was a bit lucky, but
Well,
no, it's
absolutely
not first.
amazing. I believe with those kind of points, then you'll be in contention of obviously in the championship. I'm hoping, obviously.
No.
Are you not? Are you far behind?
Up top 8, I think. Maybe
Well,
seventh, I don't know,
even
something
so, you know, these kind of points, if you keep, you know, we're only halfway through the season, it still can turn around massively.
You never know.
You never know with F1, especially with Division 3.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. Now, perfect for, you know, your P2. Now, Musical Rocket, our race leader for today in the Williams of all cars. Absolutely amazing. Now, Musical Rocket, you were stuck behind the Ferrari for 22 laps before he spun it. And then you were stuck behind, I mean, you finally got P1. 2 laps later, maybe 3 laps later, you got overtaken by Quaker Oats. Another 5 laps, I'd say, behind Quaker Oats, you was able to overtake him. How was you feeling always being stuck behind a car in P2 and trying to obviously get that P1, but always being defended off?
That's a question now, isn't it? Well, yeah, I mean, I don't want to like say too much because I did get tapped in the rear by Quakers when he got past me, and I'm pretty sure that half on me, and that's why he got past me. On that, the Ferrari driver of Joey, that was unlucky. He got a wheel disconnect halfway through that corner, which is why he just suddenly turned right and spun it. But in
Well,
I was just waiting for
that
penalties.
was that on lap 22, or are you on about the lap 31 where he crashed out?
Oh, that was 22.
Oh, yeah, so he disconnected on 22 as well. Okay.
Possibly, might have been. And then obviously that safety car, that just wasn't fair, really. I mean, he's gone straight on into the wall. That's cost me as well, because I think Toxic's got 5 seconds to be completely removed, so he'll win the race by like 7 tenths, which shouldn't have happened because the gap was 3.3 before the safety car came out. I could be a bit annoyed by that, in my opinion, because he wouldn't have won the race had the safety car not come out. But that's racing-ish, because, like, it's not, but yeah. Other than that, I can be so negative. Was a fun race. I gave Jake my setup. It turns out like 5 minutes before the race, it was a complete wet setup. So like, I guess we were on wet setup for the whole race as well. But supposedly for now, 2 race wins on the bounce, and I finally managed to finish the last lap without being disconnected. Yeah, I won at Britain.
Absolutely amazing. Obviously, I didn't commentate for last week. Unfortunately, I was out doing something else. Obviously, I'm normally the main one for Mondays, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, talk the qualifying. Obviously, I've not asked you this. How do you think your qualifying went? You had the pace. You was doing very good, but obviously not as fast as Eyes the Best and Sainz. With Sainz, he started obviously P2. And then dropped all the way back down to P10 straight away. I mean, Eyes the Best as well. He went all the way to last place, unfortunately. So how did you feel about your qualifying as well as like Sainz also dropping away on lap 1?
Quali was good, although I spun at the same corner at the exact same time in 3 qualifying in a row. It was Q1, then I spun it, and then Q2 came, I spun it, then did my lap, and then Q3 came, I did my lap, and then spun it. So it's been a bit of a roller coaster with the spins of that fast left-hander, and then Sainz got tapped. I think might have been Quaters, it might have been someone else, but he got tapped, and that's why he dropped down. Then I believe he then had contact with Brave Container, or Eyes did. I think Eyes had contact with Brave Container, giving him wing damage. So, unfortunate for those 2.
Yeah, that's perfect. And how do you feel about Singapore? Obviously, the other 2 have found it okay. One of them said, no matter what, love the track. Besides, obviously, the final corner, because that can be a bit tricky. The other one said it's okay as long as it's not raining. If it's raining, I'm out. What do you think of the Singapore?
Are we not doing Spa? Are we out doing Spa? Why are we talking about Singapore?
Is it Singapore next after Hungary or what?
It's Spa next.
Well, what do you think of Spa and Singapore then? Obviously, them 2 like Singapore. I forgot about Spa, but go ahead.
I mean, Spa.
I'm excited for
is one of
Singapore.
my
I think that's
favourite.
why.
Yeah, maybe you're just like 3 weeks ahead in your mind.
Sure.
I love Spa with a passion. Then after Spa, it's Italy. I love that one with a passion. Then it's Singapore, and I hate it with a passion. I've
You hate
spun
Singapore?
there more times than I have anywhere else in the world, and I'm usually 10 seconds off the pace.
All right, no worries. And are you sure it's Spa next?
Apparently, because it's like that's what it says.
I'm pretty sure it is, isn't it? I forgot about Belgium.
How could you forget about the greatest track ever?
Yeah, well, you know, it's the greatest track, but one of the most complicated at the same time, you know, especially when it's raining. That's the one what I hate when it's raining. But perfect.
Yeah.
That's absolutely amazing. I'm glad that you like Spa, and thank you for correcting me, and I'm hoping that no one notices that, but I'm pretty sure they won't.
Sure they won't.
But either way, I'm glad that you like it. Will we see you on the podium or even a race win on in Spa? Do you feel confident for that?
I usually just say no comment to how my pace is looking for Spa, but I will say top 3 minimum.
Top 3 minimum? What would you say maximum? Top 5?
Yeah, I'd say top 7. It all depends if it rain or dry.
Yeah, are you confident in the rain as well as the dry, or are you not with the rain?
The rain, I'm probably like tier 1 base, not even joking. I'm very, very good in the wet, and then the dry, I'm just there or thereabouts.
Perfect. That's absolutely amazing. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is our race winner of the evening. He's loving. He's going to be very excited to go to Spa, and he hates Singapore. And I'm very sorry that I got the tracks mixed up. Other than that, this has been Division 3, and I hope that you will all join us next week. And I'm hoping to also be here next week. I'm pretty sure I've got nothing going on. So, other than that, make sure you check out the RSF1 website if you wish to join us, whether that's being a commentator like myself or even a driver like both of us here today and the rest of the league. Then please sign up, go onto the website, or even if you just want to look at the standings. The standings are always one race behind, unfortunately, but hopefully we can get that sorted out soon. But either way, go check that out. And other than that, we'll see you next week. Goodbye.